Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my summer favorites slash must-haves slash things I'm loving right now for summer, obviously, because it is summer now. But I didn't want to do just a monthly favorites video. I always say this, but I don't keep up with those, so I would rather just title this a current favorites, summer favorites, something along those lines. So everything I'm showing today, from makeup to clothing to shoes, are all things that I am loving for the summertime and can't get enough of. So I'm going to go ahead and start with makeup because I obviously have the most makeup because that's my favorite area. So I'm going to go ahead and start with something that I'm wearing today, and that is a red lipstick. And I feel like that people sometimes think that you can't wear a red lipstick during the summertime, that they're more for the winter or for holidays. But I love a good summer red, which in my eyes is kind of like a red lipstick that maybe has a little bit more of an orange tone. Kind of like what I'm wearing today. I hope that's coming across on camera. But I like a red that's kind of brighter, like a punchy red, instead of a little bit of a deeper red that I would usually go towards in the winter season. So the first one, and the one that I'm wearing right now, is this Rimmel, the Kate lipsticks, and this is number 111, Kiss of Life, and it's just a super bright lipstick. So I love that. I think it's so pretty, and I think it just looks good against skin that has a little bit more color, and I don't know, I'm just really into reds for the summer. And then my other favorite is this one by NYC. It's the Expert Last Color, and this has always been a favorite red lip for me, but it works really well in the summertime. This one's called 441 Traffic Jam, and it has a little bit more blue tone probably than the other one, but it is really bright, and I do think that it just works really well for a summer red lip. And then the liner that I use with any red lip is this one from Maybelline. It's just in the color red. It's just kind of a classic red lip liner, and I feel like it works with any type of lipstick that has like a red tone. So I also have that on today. The next thing that I have to have for summer are cream eyeshadows. I feel like that this is the time of year when I really get my use out of cream eyeshadows. So I've really been going towards the Maybelline Color Tattoos in some of their new formats lately. I have one of the liquid ones, and I have two of the cream ones in the pencil. And I have to say, I love the jumbo pencil ones, and I'm not that big a fan of this liquid one. I have the liquid one in Gilded Rose, and while it is really pretty and it stays on really well, it's got like a doe foot applicator, I feel like it's a little bit dry. But what I have been liking this for is just right around the inner corner, because it will stay until I take it off at night. My inner corner will still be super bright and light, and I really like that. So I do like it for that purpose, but I don't think I would want one of these like in a darker color, because I don't think that I would like it all over the lid. But I have been getting a lot of use out of this for that reason. And then the two jumbo stick ones that I have are in Bronze Truffle and Gray Crystal. So obviously the gray one's Gray Crystal, and then this brown one is Bronze Truffle, and they're both super creamy. They're a little less pigmented probably and thick than the Maybelline Color Tattoos in the pot, but I do think that they last just as long, and I really like both of these colors, especially this Bronze Truffle for summertime. All over the eyelid, just blend it out with your finger. It's just a beautiful summertime eye look. Another thing I'm loving lately, if I'm not doing a bright lip, I've been loving to do like a bright, punchy, poppy color on the cheeks, and I'll just do like super neutral eyes, super neutral lips, like a nude lip, bronzy eye, and then a super bright blush. And I feel like that summer is definitely the time to try to get away with that if you want to try out that trend. So I picked out 3 blushes that I've been using lately. I've been using a lot more, but these are 3 of my brightest, like, blushes that you might think wouldn't be wearable, but they're actually beautiful for summertime. This first one is the NYX blush in Cinnamon, and this is my absolute favorite to do this little trick with. It's a red-orange blush, and you might not think it, but I actually have it on today. So the way that I wear these is I put on like a neutral blush or a bronzer, and then I'll take a bright blush like this and pop it right on like the outer part of the apple of my cheek just lightly, and then blend it back a little bit, but I don't do it too bright, and it just gives such a pretty flush to the cheeks. So I love this NYX one in cinnamon for a more warm, like orangey look. And then I also have this Too Faced Love Flush in Justify My Love, and this is more of a blue toned pink, I would describe it as, but it's super pretty, and this one just makes you look like a child. Like, it's so youthful and so young looking, and I think that that's really pretty for summertime, especially like with the light eye makeup, like I said. And this one kind of makes you look like you've just been outside, so I really like that one. And then the last one is the same top. It's a Love Flush blush in Love Hangover, and I actually have both of these in my little palette, but these are just a little easier to show you guys. But this one is like a peachy coral blush, which is pretty much a year-round blush for me, and I think for anybody, because these shades suit like basically every skin tone, but I've been using that one a lot too. So obviously summertime is the time for bronzers, and I love bronzer. I'm so pale. I love to just bronze up every part of my body, and especially my face if I'm self-tanned, because I don't self-tan my face. I've been using a lot more cream bronzer lately as opposed to how I usually do my makeup, which is normally with a powder product. But two of my favorites, the first one is this Super BB in Insta Ready. It's the Insta Ready packaging, and it's just like a stick bronzer. This one's really easy to blend in, and it's kind of an olivey skin tone. And then I also like the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer, but I mainly just use this contour shade, and it's more of a red tone. I like both of them equally. It's just kind of whatever like color that I'm kind of feeling. Both of them blend so seamlessly and are just easy to work with, and they stay on. They're not like greasy consistencies. They're just very creamy and last a long time. And I feel like a cream bronzer looks a little bit more natural and like you might actually have a tan and you're not just wearing makeup. So I have been loving both of those. Then I of course can't go without powder bronzer. I usually like to set those products with a powder bronzer, but the specific thing that I wanted to mention is that I'm loving like shimmery bronzers lately. Not so much glitter, but kind of just like a glowy bronzer that has a little bit of a sheen. I feel like it's so pretty for summertime. So I picked out three of my favorites to show with you all, two high-end and one drugstore. The first one is a Too Faced Beach Bunny, and I only get use out of this during the summertime because it's a pretty dark bronzer, and mine's actually cracked, so I have to be kind of careful like showing. Okay, that's going to blind you. I kind of have to be careful showing this to you all, but it's just a really beautiful, shimmery, very brown toned bronzer. Like, it's very neutral, just a brown tone with a little bit of gold. But this one's really pretty, kind of dusted all over the face just to like warm up your complexion and give you more of like a healthy look. So I really like this one for that. And then another one that I use kind of like in like specific areas that's super shimmery is this Estee Lauder blush in Brazen Bronze, and it's like a rose gold bronzer to me. I mean, I can use it as a blush, but I would usually use this as a rose gold bronzer and put it on the high points of my face, kind of where I would normally highlight, like on the tops of my foreheads and like at the tops of my cheeks. And I think it just gives a look like that you've been out in the sun, and I think that's really pretty, so I love that. And then the last one is a drugstore one, and it's not shimmery, but it just has a really pretty sheen, and that is this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronze. No, it's in the shade Bronzer. Such a specific name for a bronzer. In the shade Bronzer. But yeah, I really like this product. It smells awesome. It smells like the beach and tanning lotion and just anything summery, and it's just got a pretty like sheen to it. It's not shimmery, but it just looks like your skin, and it's really pretty. Now for a few face products, and then we're done with the makeup part. I've been using a few different foundations lately. I usually always recommend my Revlon Color Stay. Anybody could ask me what is your favorite foundation, like at any price, and I would say Revlon Color Stay. I know it sounds like a broken record, but it's just my favorite. But I've been branching out a little bit more lately, and a foundation that I'm loving and that I constantly get compliments on. If I wear it, people will ask me what I'm wearing. I actually went into Ulta the other day, and someone who was shopping in there was like, "What do you have on your face?" And she was in the high-end makeup, and I told her, and she went over to the drugstore makeup, and I helped her pick out her shade, and she actually purchased it right there, and she just apparently liked the look of my makeup. But I get compliments on this makeup all the time. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I actually use this on brides. Pretty much every time I do bridal makeup, I reach for this foundation because I think it lasts a really long time, and it just translates to photos and videos and in person really well. And I think usually foundations either look good in person or they look good on film, and it's hard to find one that kind of looks good in both. But this one is just such a soft matte finish. And I honestly just think it's beautiful. I have the colors 105 and 104. I have 104 on right now because I'm not super self-tanned. I'm just kind of bronzed up. But 105 is what I'll wear if I'm a little bit more self-tanned. But I just love this foundation, and I think it's really good specifically for summertime because of the matte finish, and it stays on really long. But it's not a full coverage. It's like a medium to full that can be built up. So you can see like freckles and stuff through it, and I think it's just beautiful for summertime. And then if you want something that's a little bit more lightweight, but is still mattifying for summer, I've been loving the Super BB Insta-Ready from Physicians Formula. Mine's in the shade Light. This has an SPF of 30 in it, so that's awesome. If you're going to be outside, you can reapply this as needed, kind of like a sunscreen. It's not super heavy, but it can be built up probably to I would say a solid medium coverage, but first layer it's going to be a light medium. So I've been using this with a concealer that I'm about to mention, and I really like it. It's a mattifying BB cream, which is hard to find because I feel like BB creams are usually super tacky and sticky, but I'm really liking this one. And then the concealer that I've been using under that, and it's kind of took the place of my Hard Candy Glamouflage, which is like saying something because I still love that concealer so much. But this is the first drugstore concealer I've tried ever that has kind of lived up to that one. And it's this Wet n Wild Come Correct Celebrity Concealer. I don't know what makes this a celebrity concealer, but maybe you look like a celebrity when you use it, I'm not sure. But I really like this one. It's super full coverage. It's really creamy, so I wouldn't recommend it for under the eyes. But it covers like acne and blemishes, and you can pair it with this BB cream and get a full coverage look. So I'm really liking those. But this one is in the color, it's medium golden, which is weird because I'm definitely a light medium, sometimes a light, depending, but this is medium golden, and it works really good for blemishes. It would be a little bit dark for under the eyes, but it works good for me. And then the last face product I want to mention is something that will hold your makeup on no matter what weather you're going through. And this is the powder I've been using to put on any of these foundations. And I'm actually drifting away from my Stay Matte, but it's still a favorite. I love that one, but I'm just not going to mention it anymore because I've talked it to death. But the Coty Airspun powder, it's a cult favorite on YouTube. Mine's in translucent extra coverage. But I bake with this in my T-zone, and my makeup is perfect when I go to bed at night. When I take my makeup off, it still looks like I just applied it, which is really saying something for the summertime. So I would definitely recommend this. It's a drugstore product, but it will keep your makeup on through anything. The next few things I'm going to mention are kind of like accessory items, and then one clothing item. But the first thing is sunglasses, and I really love the sunglasses I showed in my What's in My Purse video, and I'll link that down below. But I love those sunglasses, but I've really been loving these a lot lately too. They're a little bit more trendy and kind of like the cat eye shape, which is super in right now. And it's this pair of tortoiseshell sunglasses, and they just have like gold detailing on them, and they're super pretty. And what I've been loving with sunglasses lately, I do wear them of course, but I've been loving to like put them in my hair and kind of wear them as like a headband. I think that that's just cute for summertime, and it kind of looks a little bit more effortless. If I'm having a bad hair day, I'll just throw some sunglasses on my head, and I feel like it's just cute and easy. So I've been loving sunglasses for that reason, but I mean also to keep the sun out of my eyes, obviously. The next thing are crossbody bags, specifically these two. The first one is this Louis Vuitton that I mentioned in my What's in My Bag video, which I already said I would have linked below. But this is the Marley Bandolier crossbody. I talked enough about it in that video, but I'm loving it. I'm pretty much carrying it every day. And then the other one is this red Kate Spade, and it's just a little bit bigger than that one, but it's a really pretty summer red. Goes good with the summer red lips. It actually goes great if I want to do like a all red look right now, but this one's really pretty as well. And basically any crossbody bag I've been loving lately, especially for summertime though, because if my friends want to go somewhere, or we want to go shopping or just anywhere. I can just throw it on my body and not worry about it. I don't have to worry about losing it or sitting it down somewhere. I can just wear it, and it's also serving as a cute accessory. So I've been loving crossbody bags lately. Now this next favorite is kind of weird, and I don't want to just show one thing and be like, okay, these are my favorite. But the favorite and the thing that I love for summer is like ugly shoes, if that makes sense. That kind of sounds crazy, but I do think that these shoes are not really cute. But then again, they can kind of be made cute. So basically what I'm talking about are these Tevas. First off, I showed these in my last haul, I believe. And they're just a rose gold Teva. They're obviously not a cute shoe. I mean, like, who am I kidding? These aren't pretty. But they are rose gold, so that makes them a little bit prettier. But I'm loving these lately. And then also these ones from Walmart that are kind of like a knockoff Birkenstock. They're not cute. I mean, like, I guess they're so ugly they're cute, but they're not like stylish shoes, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They're not stylish. But I've really been loving shoes like this that are really comfortable, that I can walk anywhere in and it's not going to hurt my feet. And I can just throw on and it looks like I just threw my outfit together, and it doesn't look like I'm trying super hard. I feel like that's kind of been my favorite look this summer. Also because I'm not trying really hard and I don't want to put in that effort, but I really like these ugly kind of like outdoorsy shoes. And the last favorite that I have goes along with the ugly shoe kind of trend perfectly, and that are these army green pants. You can ask my friends. Every time we go out and do anything, I'm like wearing these pants. I feel like they just look so casual, and they look really good with kind of those like more outdoorsy shoes, and I don't know, I just feel like that it's like a cute effortless look. These are from JCPenney's, I believe. Yeah, and they're from the brand Anna, which I really like that brand actually for pants. But they have just a really pretty like zipper detail. They're a cropped pant as well, so they come a little bit above the ankle, and I can cuff them if I want them to be like more of a capri. They're like baggy on me. They're not like tight fitting, but I just love how they look. And I've always loved green cargo pants, but these are kind of a little bit more of a slim cut cargo pant, if that makes sense. And I've been loving these for the summertime. So that's everything that I've been using a ton this summer and that I feel like are really necessities for me during the summertime. Let me know in a comment down below what you guys are loving this summer, and makeup products, clothing products, accessories that you've been using and wearing a lot. I would love to hear about it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in my next video.